adventure RPG.
What?
Oh,
Okay.
so it's the Mario Tennis of skateboarding games. That's cool.
No, it's actually it's even fucking
For
crazier.
a minute, there were two things I loved about Skate 3. It's such a small thing, but I am so happy that they raised the camera from literally staring down at the frickin' floor. There were two, because wow, why was that a thing?
So you could see the floor. Duh.
I was not a fan of that. That was really hard for me to play.
Don't
so
you
I'm really
see how
glad-
well they rendered the floor? Okay.
No, I didn't, because I was too busy almost vomiting.
Shut up.
But I really
Ted,
like
why
the
are you in such a bad mood?
What?
Why are you in such a bad mood?
I'm not. I thought you were saying that to mock me.
Wait, about the floor?
The floors.
Why would that be mocking you?
I don't know.
I was
Maybe.
literally just talking about how I didn't like that the camera was focused on the floor. Why would it be directed at you?
I no, because then Josh was like, you don't like how they render the floor. Maybe I'm too used to being bullied.
I didn't. What are you?
I
What the heck are you on about? Like right now, I literally have no idea what.
I don't know.
Is it the sunburn?
It might.
That's kind of where I'm at with you.
It might be
Seems
the sun.
like
I'm
the
not-
sunburn.
I'm not actually mad, but anyway, I'm sorry for interrupting, Kane. Please continue.
So Skate 3 added a proper third-person camera, which is just more standard-ish kind of Tony Hawk, which I really appreciated. And the other thing that I loved about Skate 3, no matter the game's glitches, no matter the issues that were ever present in this game, nothing will ever compete with Coach Frank.
Yeah. One of the things I actually really liked about Skate 3 that I thought was, like, something that I don't think has been done in many other skating
Hi,
games. but
PR
please-
modeler. Hi, Train Fan. Also, Train Fan, I can't be your favorite YouTuber. I'm nobody's favorite YouTuber.
Wow, way to put yourself down there.
I do that all the time, Ted. Continue what you were saying. I am so sorry I interrupted you and your brilliant... whatever you were saying. Go ahead.
But what I was saying was that one of the features in Skate 3 that I liked, that I'm not sure if it's been done in any other skate games, so if it has, then
Let's
please
say
tell
it.
me.
We'll tell you.
Is the ability to put half pipes and stuff like that and ramps basically anywhere that you wanted to, and just go and
So
essentially-
art creator?
kind of, yeah, where you could just create your own crazy custom skating challenges. I thought that was really cool.
I mean, those have been in Tony Hawk since I think even Pro Skater 2 back on the PlayStation.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's an ancient feature.
Well, what I think though was it was Skate 3. I was pretty sure you could do it almost any you wanted to within the open world, but I could be wrong because it's been a few years since I played Skate 3.
I've barely played Skate 3. I don't know much about it. I played it for about 5 or 10 minutes, and I regret selling it. It's a game that I sold a while back, and I regret selling it. And I've been planning on picking it up again just to have a copy to mess around with something a bit more modern.
I always liked it because it was goofy and funny. That was the thing I liked the most about it.
I like the character creation. They did a lot. They let you buy a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember the character. That was on some Elder Scrolls or levels of creating a character that just looked like an abomination, but it was so funny.
This article for the really?
Wait, what? What
Well,
happened?
the Wall Street Journal just published an article. They said it's titled "People Have Money but Feel Glum. What does that mean for the economy?" We have money.
I feel like that is not. I feel
We have
like
money?
We have money.
Where is it?
I feel like it's the lack of money that makes people moron.
Where is it?
I'm gonna go find it. Where is it? No, I just checked. I have $5, and I need to use that to buy a pizza tomorrow.
Where are you going to get? Where are you going that a
Gosh,
pizza is as low as $5?
To be fair, my when I was working at Target, the
Or
cafe
do you mean
was
a
selling
slice
them.
of pizza?
No, cafe. So the cafe we had at Target
A mini
sold, like
pizza.
those. Yeah, like those pan pizzas. From
Okay,
Pizza Hut.
little.
They were like-
Okay, I
Yeah.
was like a full size pizza is like $15 generally.
Yeah,
Maybe
no,
10
no,
on a
no.
sale or something, depending where you
No.
get it.
Yeah,
But it's definitely ain't.
no.
It definitely ain't freaking $5.
No, definitely not. But that. Who wrote that article?
Someone who clearly doesn't understand people's situations and wants to sound intelligent.
It's by John Hilsenrath and Rachel Wolf.
Neither of them understand that people do not have money, and that's
Strong
part of the
job market and savings have shielded consumer spending so far, but it is endangered by inflation that has some households running scared. Are you implying that everything's too expensive and we don't have money to spend on this? I swear to God.
What?
Nothing. Just nothing.
People are very, very, very out of touch, and it's really frustrating.
You know, I'm not really surprised that writers for something like the Wall Street Journal would be a bit out of touch. They work for the Wall Street Journal. They're paid quite a bit. They're probably
Yeah.
making good money for writing nonsense articles like that one.
Yep.
Now, good for them, I guess, but
Not for us.
hey, you just got a job. You shush.
Yes, I did just.
Did you
get a
figure out how
job.
much you're making, by the way?
Yeah, $9 an hour.
They're still only paying you $9 an hour. Jesus, Mary and Joseph, I am so sorry for that. That's a significant downgrade for you, but maybe you'll be happier at least.
I am. I literally said when I was leaving, it wasn't really about like making less money. It was about just being in a place where I wasn't so mentally drained going there.
Totally.
Right, and you know, mental health is definitely part of the equation. I mean, and to be
Yeah.
honest, like you're in a position where you don't necessarily need to make a lot.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're still living at home, so you know, you can get away with $9 an hour. It's you know, it's job experience. It's better for you mentally. You know, maybe it'll lead to better things. Who knows? So, you know, good for you, Ted. Either way, you got a job. That's where we got. Princess Flora, to answer your question, when will I do another video on prehistory in the dark? The answer is I'm not sure yet, because what happened was I was getting completely stressed out the wazoo making content for both channels, and the problem with prehistory right now is that I don't really have a following on there. You know, it's you know, I'm sitting at like 500 subs compared to nearly 13,000 on History in the Dark. I don't get paid for the stuff over there, and you know, I'm a single dad. Like, I really can't afford to be making as much content as I do when half of it wasn't paying me. You know, I know that sounds really, really shallow, but that's, you know,
Oh no, it totally is. But own up to it. Don't let it bring you down.
I'm not letting it bring me down. It's just the truth. Like, that's just the way it is. So, like, I'm not abandoning Prehistory in the Dark, but it's on kind of the back burner for a while. You know, until I feel more stable where I actually have extra time. You know. Plus, plus doing 2 videos, you know, I do at least 5 videos on History in the Dark every single week. You know,
I
and
think you need to start cutting that back.
Prehistory in the Dark was like, you know, at least 3, if not 4, maybe sometimes 5. So that's at least, that was like 2 videos a day. And it's exhausting. You know?
Yeah. As
So-
as
so-
as as, as the
Sorry.
That's alright.
What's that,
As
Duck?
the prophet. Yeah, I'll let Duck go first.
No, Kate, change it.
All right, as our prophets once said, you gotta fall down and eat ground to get back up again. Let's Beyblade.
Damn it.
I don't know why you allowed him to continue. You had
I
to
was-
know.
I was waiting to see where he was going with this. I was like, there's gonna be something here, but what is it? What is it the reference to?
You had
And then
to know it was gonna be something stupid, and look what happened. Anyway, Duck, what were you saying?
I said you need to cut it back to 3 videos a week,
Why?
and also have a backlog just so in case you just are struggling.
Why would I do that?
Because it will also help you with viewer retention and help space you out better.
No, don't think so. My viewer retention's actually going up. I look at my analytics every day. Believe me, it is working.
I'm saying on Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
My schedule
wouldn't
is
be-
my upload schedule is Tuesday through Saturday right now.
That's a lot of days. Or, fine,
a lot
Tuesday,
of
Wednesday, Saturday.
I don't agree with you.
Or Tuesday, Thursday.
Duck,
Saturday.
right now it's working, so what's the problem? Tell me what the problem is. That's all I want to know.
User burnout. Or creator burnout.
I think I'm fine. I don't get burnt out. Except when I do.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'll tell that to, what was the, oh god, was it the Sane Revelation?
Oh no.
What about it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go there.
That
I
wasn't me
get
getting
it.
burnt out. That was me getting sick of the drama going on. That's an entirely different situation.
Oh, okay, valid enough.
Yeah.
Besides,
it
what
was-
else am I gonna do? Like, I really don't have a life outside of making videos and spending time with Ashley. That's about it. And Jack. But, you know, when Jack's around, I just don't make videos. I mean, it's, you know, duh.
I also don't
Also,
have
I
a-
didn't realize you were such a YouTube star, Duck.
Oh no, I just understand analytics and the
Now I will tell
of
you.
which I have helped a couple people actually work with it before. Thank you very much.
Oh, I didn't realize you were that good.
He is a super duck.
Shut up, Kane.
Never.
Also, I have helped, I think I want to 6 cam girls.
I'm sorry, are you comparing me to a cam girl right now?
I'm saying that the market isn't exactly that different, and the
I feel like the market is very different!
and also I also think their analytics are a lot higher than yours too.
Yeah, well, I don't have massive jugs. Sorry, can't help you.
Neither did 4 of them.
Also, Train Fan, just so we're clear, whenever it does that, it's not necessarily a donation. It doesn't actually... That was a follow on Twitch is what that was. The donation thing will actually say how much they sent, which lately has been 0, because whatever. You know, that's fine, but that wasn't what that was. I just wanted to clarify that. Anyway, I'm still trying to work this out. Do I want to build a dock? Yeah, we'll do this. It's gonna be too much of a nightmare to make the rails fit. It's just not gonna work. At least not cleanly.
No
Large. What?
No doc?
No. Yes, Doc.
Oh yes, doc. Good doc. That's what I want. I want a doc.
I mean, there's been more people watching. I mean, my Discord server told me that more of them, they're like, I'll watch if it's on YouTube. I don't do Twitch. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll do this now. And that's kind of where that was at. That was based off of user.
Yeah, no. Definitely. I'm surprised at the number of people joining into the Discord.
Are you surprised? Are you surprised? Are you surprised people like me, Duck? Is that where this is going?
No, actually, I'm just generally surprised at the amount, the number of people that are joining the Discord on the regular. Because we're getting what I'd say on average about what I'd say one person a day on average.
That's a reasonable ratio, I would say. That's about right.
Yeah, and you know,
I mean,
you consider that's,
at least like 1 to 2 people. Yeah.
yeah. That's why I say one a day on average, because you know there might be one day where we get none, and then another day where we'll get 2 or 3.
Yeah, I think we got at least 2 yesterday, maybe 3, something like that.
Yeah, no, that's a surprisingly good like click-through rate on something that I'm surprised has as big of a following as it does,
So
and as modern of a following.
I was gonna say, so I have a modern following. Is that surprise to you? That's
No, I'm saying that your content has a modern following.
you think my content is lame?
No, I think it's for a less Discord Well, also Discord is just so mainstream now. You know,
Yeah,
it was-
it's used for a lot of
gaming
stuff that isn't
before.
just gaming anymore. It used to be.
Yeah, that,
I mean, there was a time where I get what you're saying, but
and
like-
yeah, that's also kind of me just like kind of realizing also, oh shit, man, this is kind of just happened. But like, that I know has a bigger following, but I don't think they have the same follow-through rate.
well, you have to remember, I'm still in the middle of growing.
Oh yeah, no, and that's exactly what I'm saying. Is you're doing fantastically, is my point. Oh, I'm happy. I'm excited to see that the number of people is growing exponentially.
It does give you something to do. Ow. Wait. It's probably a dumb idea, but we'll see how it goes.
Also, like somehow this community, despite definitely being arguably much smaller, it's like 5 to 6 people joining a day, whereas one that is definitely much bigger and has a much more active community gets about 1 to 2. I don't understand how that is, but I bet I bet we could be a lot more informative about this. Addie, where the fuck's she at?
Doc! Language!
Oh damn it, that's right.
Doc!
Oh gosh darn it!
Ah!
I have been sailing the high seas recently. It has been problematic to say the least.
Millie, you're gonna blame Sea of Thieves on your potty mouth. That's what's gonna happen right now.
Yes, because I get very aggressive in trying to keep people in line.
Being aggressive, that's a shocker.
I know, right?
I'm going to assume somebody broke the golden rule.
What
This
golden
entire
rule?
route is nothing but boats.
Oh, that's another reason Duck can't help it. Because Josh, you're making boats.
So,
My mentality's on the high seas.
Duck's been cruising around on boats for a while now.
yeah, I
You can't
know.
make-
That doesn't. You know what? It's fine. All of you, just whatever. It's whatever. Everything's whatever at this point.
Look, all I'm saying is that
I don't know
see-
what you're about to say, but I want you to seriously think about it.
All I'm saying is that I see why this is happening.
I like how he seriously thought about it and still was like, no, he can't stop.
I
me.
don't even think he seriously thought about it. He took like 2 seconds. and that was
He's
it.
like, no, he can't stop me. What's he gonna do?
Yeah, that ship has sailed.
Ah!
No, Josh, ARG!
No. No, it's not what it is. I don't know where you got that from.
I was a fine day on high seas.
Please stop.
Gallivanting around with me. Okay, I can't do this. I can't do pirate talk. I
Don't,
sound...
please don't. I actually insist that you do not do that. Because it is going to annoy everyone involved.
I
Who's
can talk like a
everyone?
pirate. You guys want
Well,
to hear
for
my
one thing,
pirate?
me. It would annoy me.
Okay.
That's a good start.
Do you want to hear my pirate impression?
For God's sake, yes.
Why is the rum gone?
What?
You don't know that reference?
No.
I am shocked and saddened by you.
What?
I can't be shocked anymore.
Hold on. Tell me what it's a reference to, because I feel like I've heard that,
I
but
refuse.
I forget.
I'm not
No.
doing it. Someone else do it, because
No.
I won't.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Then I'm going to Google.
Hi, Thomas Minnie's Life. My day was going fine, and then I started talking to people. And I recognized
Then people
that
got
that
involved.
was a mistake.
Was that from the first movie?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay. Hold on. I need to preface this. I have seen that movie one time, and it was several years ago.
It doesn't really make me feel any better.
Well,
The last time I watched the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, Teddy, was probably about 15, maybe even 20 years ago.
okay, well, doesn't mean I understand every single movie reference, Kane.
Why is the rum gone has been a Pirates of the Caribbean meme for
To
that
say
long?
that it's not even a reference, it's a meme.
Well,
Yeah.
It's one that I am not aware of.
Obviously not. We get, you know what? We get that. I actually get that. I hear
Within the
you.
cultural
I hear
zeitgeist
you
of
saying
Pirates
it.
of the Caribbean.
You don't know what it is. Fine. He doesn't know what it is. Let him go. It's
I
okay.
looked it up. I
No.
see it now.
I don't care what you did.
Well, then, don't say that I don't know what it is when I looked it up and I know what it is.
You didn't know what it was though before we said something.
Yes, because you were
had to look it up.
because you were all because all of you were like, no, I refuse. So I was like, okay, fine.
No,
I'll
no, no,
look
no,
it
no,
up
no, no.
myself.
I was the one who said I refuse. They didn't
No, and-
say that.
Duck said it too. He was like, nope, not doing it.
I said nothing.
Well, no, okay, then fine. You were like the lone outlier, and then that's after Duck said no. I was like, okay, fine, because you were gonna tell me to
Teddy,
look
you
it
seem
up.
really mad about this.
Because I don't get every movie reference.
That is an incredibly famous line from Pirates of the Caribbean. That's why we were. That's why I was surprised. Like
me going, I'm walking here, and
Oh,
you not
okay.
understanding.
Okay, well, also, to be completely frank, I've never been a big fan of Pirates of the Caribbean. I've seen the first movie technically 1.5 times because I saw like half of it a long time ago in school, and
The real,
I
the real
actually-
question, actually, for me right now, is now I'm legitimately curious, and I'm afraid to ask: does he know I'm walking here?
Yes, I do. I've heard "I'm Walking Here" being parodied like 1,000 times. Do I know what it's
forget
originally?
about it.
Yeah, like, you know what it's originally from? No. I know I'm walking. Again, it's been parodied in so many things that I have.
And
you know what?
so
Hold
has
on.
Why is the rum gone? There's literally a
I
parody
don't know.
song
I
called Why is
honestly
the
don't know why we're still talking about this, because to be honest, at this point, I stopped caring a while ago.
Midnight Cowboy.
This whole conversation is turning into a jar of dirt.
And
guess
we
what
are
inside it?
and we're the. Oh wait, I was.
That is
Okay.
that is one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite things from that movie too. I love
Okay,
it.
I at least recognize a jar of dirt. For some reason that sticks in my head a bit more. I also remember the whole thing that's like, oh yeah, you know, like, you're the worst pirate.
Oh.
Just stop talking about this, please. It's over. The conversation's over. Quick, Kane, change the
Don't worry.
subject.
I've got a much better subject.
Kane,
Are
I'm
you
planning to buy.
prepared?
I was gonna say, Kane, I'm also planning to buy Klonoa very soon. I hope you realize that.
Do it! Buy the Klonoa. He will make you cry
I mean,
multiple times,
Like,
and you will be
girl.
happy about it.
My ex-girlfriend has been doing nothing but posting about Klonoa.
To be
Great.
fair, like, I mean, like,
Veronica?
that's a.
Yeah.
See, that's a claim right there that it'll make me cry. Because. Well, okay, look, because keep in mind, I don't know anything about Klonoa, but I just spent, I don't even know how, like, a year marathoning through 10 games. Probably a third or so of them have made me cry.
Are you finally done?
Yes, I am.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I finished Yakuza 6 like a week ago.
Klonoa will make you cry.
Okay. I don't know a single thing about Klonoa. I don't know what it's about. All I know is that it stars that thing that.
Cabot.
What?
Cabot. That's pretty much the general fan understanding of what Klonoa is. He's like a cat rabbit. So Cabot.
So Cabot. Yeah, that makes sense. I was going to say rabbit, but I was like, do I say rabbit or do I say cat? Because I feel like either way I'm going to get yelled at.
Thing.
It's pretty much both. Most fans agree that Klonoa is a Cabot.
Gotcha.
I
It's not
don't.
officially canon. But
He's
it might as well be
clearly a
canon.
hedgehog.
Obviously. I mean, are we gonna talk about Gantz? Because Gantz is clearly a bird.
To be fair, I don't think the game itself is very clear as to what Gantz is either, so...
Yeah.
You know-
I think Gantz is a wolf. Like, I want to say he's a wolf, but I have no confirmation on that.
Also not very clear on what Gaudius is.
He's a nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, I got that, but... Under what context?
I'm looking through my Steam friends list.
Yeah.
And I see one of the guys, one guy who I've known for years. I see he recently bought a game. I'm looking through like all of his achievements and I'm looking through. I look at his picture. I'm like, I don't recognize it. And then I look at his previous names.
Yeah.
I also don't recognize it.
Huh.
This isn't the person who I thought it was.
Weird.
I don't know who this person is and why they've been on my friends list for literally years. We don't have any friends in common. We don't have any groups in common. Oh no, I think I know who it is. I think this is an old friend from like high school. Oh Jesus.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna unfriend him.
Ha.
Do you just not talk to him anymore?
Clearly not. As I didn't even realize who he was. I thought he was somebody else.
Yeah, I feel that.
I still have, like, the number of a girl who's, like, the boyfriend of somebody who I used to know in high school. I don't even know if they're still together or not.
A number of a girl who was the boyfriend.
Or girlfriend of a boy I used to know in high school. God.
So you got his girlfriend's number, huh?
Josh, it's 2022. That could be the case.
I don't... But...
Well, She was a she last time I checked. I haven't talked to her in a very long time.
Did you just assume their gender?
I mean, I haven't talked to either of them in like over 5 years.
Whose fault is that?
It's mine.
I agree.
Because I honestly, like, I don't care to talk to, like, 90% of the people who I met in high school.
Same.
That's fair.
I stayed friends with, I stayed friends with 2 people from high school, and only one of them I've seen after high school.
My friends, who are these people?
It's like the Patrick me, like, who are you people?
Like, and you know, like, and I kind of get it. Where like I look through, you know, somebody's recently played games, and I'm like, oh, obviously we played this game together forever ago. I don't think this person and I have like a single multiplayer game in common.
Wow, less in common than with me? How is that possible?
Yeah, like the only game they have is Rainbow Six Siege, but I wouldn't have them on Steam because I have that on Uplay.
So
Yeah.
logistically, I should be putting an airport somewhere in this island chain, but there's really no room on any of the islands. I would have to actually pull Netherlands and take land back from the ocean in order to do that.
You can do it.
I mean, I can do it. It's gonna be really expensive though. I'm not even sure if this map is big enough to make planes profitable anyway.
God, I want SteamOS.
There's gotta be. Okay, it is. Oh, I know who that is. Never mind, I just don't. See, I also hate that people on Steam so regularly change their names.
Yeah.
Hey, I haven't changed my name in years.
I know. Well, you haven't changed it any even longer for me because I just named you Josh and stuck that nickname. Because you went through a phase of like changing it, like, you know, every month or so, and I was like, I have no idea who this is.
What just happened?
And I mean, to be fair, like, my name is generally the same on any platform. Like, if it's not Teddy on the spot, it's Teddy Gazilla.
So it's not
there
the same.
you go.
No, it's the same within a framework, and I'm willing to give him that.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's like with you, how, like, your name on everything is either Duck or Mr. Super Duck.
Yeah, I keep it somewhere within the words duck and or super duck.
The Mega Duck.
Oops. I just unfriended.
I accidentally deleted a train. That was not something I meant to do.
How do you accidentally delete a train?
Very easily, just misclick.
Okay, well, yeah, that'll do it.
Okay, gotta fix it. Oh, a lot of K4s. Well, one of the nicer engines I have right now.
What in the... Why?
Don't say a bad word. You thought about it.
No, I didn't...
I sense you thinking of it!
Well, I did, but I was just like, what in the... And then I stopped myself.
So you pulled a Ninja Gaiden.
Yes. And I hate that I actually know what you're referencing.
Oh yeah, so you know that joke from an NES game, but not a famous line from Pirates of the Caribbean?
Shut up!
Ah!
Shut up!
Stop yelling!
Sorry. Why is it like half the people I talk to are like, I can't hear you, and then the other ones are like, wow, you're way too loud.
Well, you did just scream.
Yeah, I
That is a
And
thing that
very
just occurred, so...
so.
sorry.
I don't know why you were offended by that. I was clearly joking.
I know you were clearly joking. It's the fact that I knew the joke was coming and I didn't stop to say, like, Kane, don't you dare. Because I knew you were about to say something like that, and I was about to be like, Kane.
You should know me at this point. Can't stop, won't stop.
I mean, I've known you now for like, what, 5 years? So, yeah, you're right.
I make bad puns enough to. I make bad puns enough for everyone to know that I'm never gonna stop making them.
I'm trying so hard to think about what I'm supposed to do, and all you guys are doing is talking about puns and pirates and Teddy.
I was gonna say penises, but I guess the word is interchangeable.
Duck!
That's not a swear.
I do like to keep my content kid-friendly. There's people that say they let their 5-year-olds watch me.
Oh.
Warning. And I knew that by adding you into the stream, if I was on YouTube, you guys,
Oh.
you know,
I
we
can-
talk like we do normally.
I can tone it down. I just gotta. You gotta give me a few days.
Give you a few days to get it out of your system.
Oh no, just a little bit more than hey, don't do that right now. Change your entire lifestyle. in this moment.
Listen, once you live this.
I don't
life,
see
you-
what's so unreasonable about that request. Actually, I think you should be able to do that at the drop of a hat.
It's not easy.
I mean, hey, if there's anybody who should know how to do something on the spot, it would be me.
Shut up, Ted.
Kane's funniness has rubbed off too much on me.
I'm proud of you.
Oh my god, okay, don't do the proud dad skit, because then it's just gonna be weird, and I'm gonna be like, I regret saying
I'm
this.
proud of you too, Ted. It's growing up so
Thank-
fast.
Thanks, Dad.
Hey, I'm the only one here who actually is a dad, so
That is
Yeah.
I'll do the proud dad skit whenever I want. That is a right. That is a right given to me by.
Like,
Speak
By
for
the
yourself, I have
universe.
2 dogs.
That's not the same thing.
would it count if I have
No.
the?
Whatever you're about to say, no.
You're so lucky that I'm keeping this PG because I would say that my job was arguably harder to pull off than yours.
Well, I was going to say, like, I have the 2 dogs, the 2 cats, and the 2 chickens, so...
Really? You're comparing chickens to my 9-year-old.
No, I'm not. I am 100% being sarcastic.
I'm
yeah.
comparing the effort that I put into getting these dogs a lot harder than the effort you put into getting that 9-year-old.
Oh yeah? Well, I have Nintendogs on the 3DS. What are you gonna do about it?
Do you have any? It's not so much getting, it's raising Duck. Okay. It's very. You're right. It's very easy to get the child, but actually raising one is not nearly as easy.
Oh yeah, no, I'll let you stand by that one.
I'm crying right now.
Good. Keep crying. Cry more. Cry harder. That's how I feel about
Not
you.
even playing Klonoa.
You okay there, Chief?
Yeah, I'm fine, Dad.
Oh, please stop that. That just makes it weird.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
That's just one step away from Daddy, and we don't need any of that right now. Or ever.
No.
Literally never.
I don't want to hear it, but at the same time, I don't.
Don't.
want to hear more
No!
about the horror that Josh would express.
Be silent, all of you.
Oh yeah, well, I have Nintendogs on the 3DS.
And
Oh my lord.
You know, yeah, they have Nintendogs on the 3DS, but the original Nintendogs on the DS was better. Yeah, that's my hot take of the day. Nintendogs on the DS was better.
I have one better for you. Dogs and Cats
Oh my
3D
god!
were superior to any Nintendog ever.
I've never played them, but I know about them.
Oh. And if you want to get even better,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What was that movie?
Hey, Doc.
Uh-huh.
I don't mean to derail this, but apparently a new single-player Aliens game was announced.
Oh?
Probably that. It's probably that top-down one.
Maybe. I don't know. Hold on.
Aliens Dark Descent?
No? Okay, so... No one can hear you scream in space. The newly announced single-player action horror aliens game from Servios is a thrilling original storyline set between the Alien and Aliens films. Stay tuned for more information on this upcoming title for the PC, console, and VR. So it's basically just been announced, nothing like...
I'm excited that it's a PC and VR experience.
Oh, yeah, because
that is actually very interesting. Yes.
Because like, wasn't the last Alien game in general that was VR Isolation?
Isolation wasn't made.
I was gonna say, I didn't think Isolation was ever VR capable, was it?
It was modded to be VR capable.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I thought it was an official mode. You could have fooled me with how good it looked. But yeah, no, I'm
No, it's just
happy.
because of how I'm gonna say things. How
Mm.
basic the game was.
Oh, here he goes. Now you got him going.
No, I'm done.
Get over it, Doc.
Let's see.
Here, I'll send you. I'll send you
Yeah.
the link.
I have the website.
Okay, then there you go.
Where is the coal plant? I know there was coal nearby, and now it's not here. And now I have an M300 bus available. That's great.
Be careful, Josh. Don't lose your coal.
Oh,
That
boy.
was just terrible. Actually, that wasn't. That was actually below Kane tier. Usually Kane does a better job than that. You're trying too hard, man.
Well, at least it's in good hands.
Ooh, why? What's going on?
The Aliens game is from the creators of Bubble Bobble 3D, Vacation Odyssey, Creed, Rise to Glory,
I actually just...
Battle Wake,
What?
Electronauts, Vector Sprint, and Raw Data. Actually, Raw Data was fine.
The
No,
only...
never mind. I'm okay with this.
The only one that I recognized right offhand was, other than Bubble Bobble 3D, which I know by name, was, I actually just, had to... I think I had to grab that Creed game for somebody today.
Somebody bought it.
Wait... No. Never mind. I stand corrected. It was internet stuff I was looking for when somebody was buying a bunch of Call of Duty games.
That sounds
It was
more-
alphabetized, like
More in line with what I would have expected. Yes.
yeah.
It was
'Cause
a.
it was like CACR. Then there you go.
No, they had they did the Walking or sorry, the Westworld game, and they also did a Walking Dead game that was kind of middling.
Which one?
Onslaught.
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, there's a PS VR and okay, no, apparently it did come to Steam.
It wasn't Saints and Sinners?
No, it wasn't Saints and Sinners. No.
Okay.
But again, the Westworld game I know was pretty well received.
I'm at least excited we're getting another single-player Aliens game.
Well, I'm not gonna hold my breath.
We'll see what happens. I think we had a good surprise with Isolation, but I don't think we should let that bring up the hype train for something like this, because
Yeah.
it seems like the developers involved are okay,
Yeah.
but we'll just have to see how they're able to handle a game like this.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Like, Isolation was developed by a team that was mostly they'd made
RTS games, I think.
Yeah, RTS games, and they managed to pull off a single-player horror alien game like pretty much perfectly.
Yep.
So, but for the most part anyway. But yeah, so
I was gonna
hey.
say, define perfect.
Well, like I put Alien Isolation on a bit of a pedestal for several reasons, but I totally admitted that it's mostly biased when it comes to me.
It really is in terms of all of the Alien games that we've gotten, it is the most accurate to the atmosphere.
Yeah, and
Like-
it looks great. It sounds great. Every single set piece and like prop from the game looks like it was plucked straight from that original movie. It's basically like, in terms of license, like putting a license to good use, it does it pretty much better than any other game I can think of at the moment.
So while the game itself is not perfect, in terms of like a developer for the first time stepping outside of their comfort zone, I don't think you could have asked for a better first time product.
Yeah.
You know?
I am not friends with
It's got
Thunderbolt
issues,
100.
that's for
I
sure,
do
but,
not
like,
know
in
him
terms of
personally,
being a
though I
really
do
good
enjoy his
actor.
content.
Like,
He
it-
does mostly train accident videos. He's more popular than me. He has 100,000 subs, but he's been doing it a lot longer than I have.
Gotcha.
Did I get inspiration from him? I mean, I guess you could say that on the basis that I saw his videos and saw like how well he was doing. Like, am I allowed to talk about trains? I guess it just dawned on me that I was allowed to talk about this thing that I like. I didn't have to always talk about video games for the rest of my existence, which just wasn't doing it. Like, just, nobody wanted to hear me talk about video games. Like, a few people did. Like Ted.
Well, let's face it, did we want to hear what those people really thought?
I mean, no, but
I'm excited for Skate.
well, I mean, it wasn't even just trains. Like, I wanted to talk about history stuff too. It's just trains is the first thing that really got me noticed.
Yep.
Nintendo
Got
has
that
acquired
rolling.
Nintendo has acquired visual content production company Dynamo Pictures. Will be renamed to Nintendo Picture Company, or CO, whatever.
Terrible
and will
name.
focus on development. Will focus on quote development of visual content utilizing Nintendo IP end quote. Their past work includes Metroid Other M, Pikmin shorts, Nier, Persona 5, and Monster Hunter World.
Other M?
Yeah, apparently they worked on Other M.
Okay.
Well, there goes Duck.
He does that.
It's like the mere mention of that game just caused him to leave.
To be fair to Dynamo Pictures in this regard, yeah, they worked on Other M, but like they're a CG company, so they did the cutscene.
Oh, okay, yeah. Teddy didn't. I was like, I thought Team Ninja did Other M, but if they did the CG cutscenes, oh my god, like those, those were beautiful. Like I had no complaints with that, so that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, they also and like I said, they also did work for Monster Hunter World, which had fabulous cutscenes. Persona 5, which I don't need to say why that's good, and Nier, which I believe it had like really good looking cutscenes. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they'll do.
Good stuff.
Yeah, hopefully keeping that those fingers
quality.
crossed. Yeah.
Because yeah, Other M had absolutely. If there's one thing I would like to see come out of Other M,
Daylight Man, welcome to the stream.
I would love to see like the HD uncompressed cinematics from Other M. Because all of these cutscenes are always hindered by the console that they're on, being compressed and downgraded to fit on a Wii disc. And I just think that a lot of this work deserves so much better than that. Like Crisis Core, come on. Crisis Core's cutscenes should be allowed to be in full HD. Put them on a bonus disc or something in full quality. Put them out there online or something, just anything like that. It really sucks that all of these really detailed assets get so lost in the compression.
Well, I mean, Crisis Core is a funny example since they just announced they're gonna be, you know.
Yeah, like they're remaking it, but that means they're gonna be remaking all the cutscenes too, so it's gonna be
That's
very
not
different.
necessarily. I would see them just reusing the pre-rendered stuff, or at least like polishing it, maybe, because it already looks good.
Oh, I agree, it looks good. But if they're using the pre-rendered stuff, do they still have the source files?
That is a question that I cannot answer, as I am not Square Enix.
And that is why the pre-rendered stuff kind of bothers me. Because if you look back to the Ratchet and Clank collection, the pre-rendered cutscenes were left at like 240 360p with blurry, bad colors, and that was the only thing that looked really bad about the HD collection for Ratchet and Clank with any of the pre-rendered stuff.
What's my favorite video game? Alan Wake.
Always a difficult question for me to pick a favorite video game because I don't necessarily have one.
Legend of Zelda: Wind Waker.
My top three are Alan Wake, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and Final Fantasy IX.
Hello.
Sorry, what?
Josh?
Had some lag there.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Yep, there we go.
Sorry about
Hi.
that, guys.
What was the other game you mentioned after Ace Combat 5?
That was the only one I mentioned. And the original Metal Gear Solid.
Wind Waker, Donkey Kong Country 2, and Xenoblade Chronicles are my top three. After that, it's like Alan Wake, Mass Effect 2, Super Mario Galaxy, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Mafia 2, Dead Rising 3, and a couple others. But my top three are probably never going to change.
Like how you volunteered your favorite games when I was the one who was asked. How dare you? But no, it's fine.
Well, I mean, to be... Kate started answering too.
That's fine though. What games do I enjoy playing? Goodness, that's even harder. I mean, I guess it depends on my mood. Like, I play a lot of different genres. The only one I sometimes play racing games, but that's rare. And I pretty much never play sports games. Outside of that, generally it's fair game as long as it's not like a roguelike. I don't like roguelike games.
Really
I
enough,
can
I also...
definitely tell you that his favorite game of all time is Dissidia Final Fantasy. Da 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 da.
Well, that's a lie, just so we're clear.
Here's a question I actually have for both you and Kane, Josh, because I need to know this. Can I play Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII without having played Final Fantasy VII?
Yes.
It's a prequel.
Okay, good.
God, top 3 games. In no particular order, I would probably say something like Mega Man X5.
Well, that game's on my list too. Go ahead.
Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. And... probably the first Golden Sun. Because I feel like that those 3 games are a really good summary of everything that I have fallen in love with gaming from here on out.
Yeah.
Those were like the 3 big games that really defined me as a gamer.
That makes sense. I mean, like, to be fair, like, the main reason why, like, my top 3 games of all time are probably never going to change is because, like, each of them kind of represents, like, what I consider to be, like, my favorite in each of a respective genre. Like, Wind Waker is my favorite adventure game, DKC 2 is my favorite platformer, and Xenoblade Chronicles is my favorite RPG. And really, like, the only reason that, like, DKC 2 and Wind Waker inch forward is because of, like, how they introduced me to gaming. Whereas, like, Xenoblade, I love it, don't get me wrong, but, like, it wasn't, like, something that I grew up with as a child. So,
Sandbox games, Jack Carson, sandbox games are really iffy with me. It generally depends on, like, the setting and, like, what there is to do in the sandbox. Like, you'd be like, you could do anything in this game, yeah, but there's actually nothing to do, really. Like, Minecraft's like the one exception I can think of to that, because I like building stuff, like, that was fun for a while.
His favorite sandbox game of all time is Saints Row 4.
No, I do like Saints Row 2.
Yes.
I do like, I also enjoyed GTA 5. But I don't like I don't like GTA San Andreas, if you can believe that. It doesn't make any sense, I agree.
Didn't you say at one point you like GTA 3?
I liked GTA 3, yes, I did. I just think I just struggled getting around the map in San Andreas. Like, it was almost too big.
That makes sense. Although, there was a map in GTA 3, right? Like, in the menu, is what I mean? Okay.
I would like to answer one of the more, the engine used in Kingdom Hearts 2 and the engine used in Metroid Zero Mission. Because both of those engines are fantastic, and I would love to see those used for more games.
Yeah. In terms of, like, my favorites, I love the RE engine. I think that is probably, like, one of the best things that Capcom has going for them currently. And I also really love the Dragon engine, which is currently what RGG Studios is using to make
speaking of that, like, in terms of, like, horror, like, I like System Shock. I love System Shock. I like the remake to Resident Evil 3. I don't like Resident Evil 2 in general. I like the remake of the original Resident Evil as well. I'm very old school. It's just weird. I like the older Resident Evil games, but the remakes of them, not necessarily the originals. It doesn't make any sense, except 2. I just don't like 2, for whatever reason.
I mean, to be fair, sometimes a game just doesn't click with you no matter what, even in remake.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, like, this is dangerous territory, because I'm talking about what games I don't like, and that's sacrilege around these parts. Didn't I stop talking about video games specifically to avoid this kind of conversation? Because it's dangerous saying you don't like something on the internet. It's also dangerous saying you like something on the internet. People get mad about that kind of stuff. Yeah. Especially you, Ted.
I like X-Blades.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, we know you like X-Blades, and it doesn't make any sense. It still doesn't make any sense. It'll never make any sense, Kane.
I like Dead Rising 4.
You know, the reason I used X-Blades is because it really wasn't controversial. That's part of the joke.
Yeah,
like,
no, I mean, my take is totally controversial.
Yeah, that's why I said the joke about a non-controversial game. Like, No one cares that I like X-Blades. That's
I
not
do.
a controversy.
Yeah,
I
mean,
care a lot.
Well, I feel like you mostly care because Kane had you sit down and play it with him.
No, not
With-
with.
Or
It's
not- or not with-
multiplayer,
not
you
with, but he-
fool.
He had you play it. Sorry.
He did have me play it,
Yes.
and I was deeply offended by everything that happened.
I
was about to
didn't
say, like-
have you play it. I bought it for you because it was $1, and you played it, and you didn't really like it.
I
It's
lasted
fine.
like a minute, Kane. It was awful.
I just think it's very stylish looking. I really like its style.
Are you prepared for the ironic love Shadow the Hedgehog the Kane will get come son? Oh my god. I don't want to think about that. Like, that's just one of the, that's one of those things that, I can't wrap my mind around that because, for the last, 10 years on the internet, I have seen so many people come out in, protest of how bad that game apparently is.
Yeah, it's bad.
Pretty bad.
Too bad.
Yeah, I've never played it myself, but from everything I've seen, yeah, it looks really bad.
You know what I think is worse about Shadow the Hedgehog?
What?
It's not even a funny alternate reality look at Shadow's story. It's all just it's just written really poorly.
Yeah. I also think that one of the things that held that game back a lot was the fact that I feel like it was trying to be and I hate to be this guy, but it felt like it was trying to be unnecessarily edgy at times.
It was.
Which I get-
It was trying too hard.
Yes.
And you're
But-
right. It
like-
was trying
yeah.
way
Yeah.
too hard.
Yeah, because I get that they wanted to make a dark, gritty thing because that's it's Shadow, you know. But I think
The
the
only
thing
thing
that
they're
makes
missing was the blood and gore.
well, and I think one of the things that made Shadow the Hedgehog an interesting character in the games that he was in previously, particularly in Sonic Adventure 2, was the fact that he was an intimidating character not because he was riding around on motorcycles wielding guns. It was just that he commanded a presence wherever he was.
I am all I am, all I am.
And he was cool.
I
He managed to be cool without, you know.
Here we go, buddy. Here we go, buddy. Here we go. Here we go, buddy. Here we go. Go.
I mean, heck, ask Josh here. Sonic Adventure 2 is one of his favorite games.
Are we
That's one of his
asking?
favorite
What's the
Sonic
question?
games. Well, I was saying how good of a character Shadow was in Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, so there you go. Proof's in
Anyway,
the pudding.
let's see. Sorry about Sonic. I am favorite railroad paint scheme. That's hard. I like a lot of them. I always like Conrail's bright blue. Really, anything that it's weird. I wear black all the time, so you think I like Norfolk Southern, but black locomotives are a dime a dozen. Steam engines were black in America for years. So for me, anything that's bright, that's bold, because a lot of railroads go dark because because locomotives are naturally going to get dirty in operation. It's just going to happen. So if they're bold enough to be I think it was Burlington Northern, weren't they bright green? I want to say, or Union Pacific's yellow. Something. Actual colors. That's I always like that. Now, in terms of steam locomotives, I'd probably have to say 611's maroon, brown aesthetic. It's dark, but it's still got color to it. I really like that sleek. She's one of the most stylish looking engines out there. Also, the game just unlocked for me a Union Pacific 9000 series, so I feel contractually obligated to utilize one. The problem is, those are heavy freight locomotives, and I really don't have any heavy freight lines, do I? Everything's... they weren't really built for passengers, because it looks so weird pulling passenger trains. But I don't really have it. I have a few freight lines, but they're so short that it doesn't seem rational to do that.
I actually just thought of a question that I'm not sure if you'd be able to answer.
My cat is named Bailey. I did not give him that name. He came with that name. I left it. I don't change pets' names.
I'll be back in a few, by the way.
Alright. I ended up... My second cat, we changed her name because... Number one, she was the baby when we got her. It was just like what they were calling her. But, she was originally called Rooster, which... Number one, it's an animal name, and those are just kind of like iffy with me. And number two, because it's a girl, so the name doesn't make any sense.
Well, maybe with that attitude.
Fair.
I don't change pets' names. General
Nah, that's
rule.
fair. That's fair. How has Bailey been, by the way?
He's fine. Probably
Just-
sleeping.
Yeah. I mean, as a cat does.
We'll just put this on a make it passenger. I know it doesn't make any sense. I do not care.
So, here's a question for you. Out of all of your, like, how many worst trains ever videos have you done so far?
That's funny. I just made my 17th part today.
Okay, so how about this? Which train out of all of those, like, out of all of those, would be the worst, in your opinion?
I mean, it's hard to compete with the Holman Horrors because they were literally just Americans on stilts for what we can only assume to be an investment scam. It's a little hard to outdo that purely as a concept. They were literally, not only are they bad by being pointless, but
they were made for a bad purpose.
Exactly. But at the same time, if we want to talk like a serious attempt at a locomotive, like a locomotive that was actually intentionally made to be good and wasn't, then Fowler's Ghost might be on that list because it almost blew up and killed people. The Fury actually did kill a person, so that's good.
Wow.
Actually, one I just talked about today killed 7 people, so that's up there. I mean, it's hard to judge. I guess it depends what you consume. Exclude experimentals. Okay. Oh, if we exclude experimentals, that excludes every example I just gave you.
Yeah, let's say we exclude
I believe it was the class.
experimentals.
I think it was the British Royal Class 21s that caught fire, so those are on that list.
Oh god, yeah.
And the 14 class down in Australia, I think they were 14, I'm gonna say. Or were they 41? Maybe I'm getting it backwards. I think it was 14. Those diesels also caught fire. Really, anything that catches fire I would consider pretty bad.
Yeah, fire's generally not something you want
unless
to
it's a
associate.
lighter, of course, but that's not really... if it's not supposed to catch on fire and does it routinely, that's bad. Let's go with that logic, shall we?
Fair point. Weirdly enough, the one train that always stuck out to me in your worst trains videos came from the very first one, and I think it was the third spot, and it was like that one that just had one gigantic wheel. I forget what it was called right offhand.
You talking about the Le Eagle?
Maybe
French one? There's actually several locomotives with that giant wheel. The Eagle's not the only one to try that.
Well, I remember you said like the reason you didn't put it any higher is because like it was built for a very specific purpose, and the problem is that.
Oh no, that was the very. That wasn't illegal. That was the. You're talking about the 620.
I think so.
Yeah, the
'cause, like, I remember-
620 it wasn't built for a specific purpose. It was early. It was just an experiment. But
Yeah.
The
Like,
problem with
I
only
remember-
having 2 driving wheels and 6 leading wheels is that all the weight was on the leading wheels, not the driving wheels. So it had no tractive effort at all.
Yeah, like I remember you said like it had like a pain of a time trying to like get up hills. Or something like
couldn't
that.
go uphill. It just couldn't.
Yeah. Ooh, what's your favorite class of American tank locomotives?
We don't have tank engines over here. I mean, there were very few. I can't even think of one off the top of my head, to be honest. Because we didn't really use tank engines here. Because we were committed, we loved tenders. Tenders were our jam. So, you know, I can't really say... I can't really have a favorite American one because it doesn't really exist. There were very few of them. Like I said, I'm having trouble thinking of thinking of any. I know we had a few, but it was a very small number compared to the UK. We might as well have had none because they loved them over there. But over here, most of our engines were tender based. That's why I can't really think of any American tank engines off the top of my head. I'd have to actually look up some and then choose one based off of that. But like. Yeah, I guess technically some of the smaller Shays and Heislers were tanks. Technically, so if you want to count that, but I don't really, because those are considered geared, not tank engines, even though they're kind of both. My favorite British Rail diesel? What kind of question is that? Is this person real? Do you know me? Why are you like this? Why would you make me... I don't even have an answer for that. I would have to narrow it down. I really, actually... It's gonna sound weird. I really liked the Lion, believe it or not. Probably because it was white. It was very distinctive. It was experimental, but I liked that. But I'm not sure that really counts because it was it was an experiment and it wasn't really an official class of locomotives. This line is
what is happening? Okay. It's 2 a.m. in the morning in Europe. I should go to sleep. All right, hey, thanks for stopping by.
Oh, in Europe. Well, nice to see you. I mean, I like the Deltic. I don't dislike the Deltic. I was reluctant to say Deltic because every British Rail fan over there is like, the Deltics are awesome. I love the Deltic. It's like if you ask me my favorite steam locomotive and I say Big Boy, it's just such a basic answer. And I didn't want to just, throw that out there because I feel like that would be kind of a cop out. And the reason I'm looking at this train, by the way, is I'm trying to see how many. See, that's my problem with this. It's not.
Hello, Zach.
It does not need that many. Hi, Zach.
Hello.
We're gonna replace this with a rail car. I was looking for a line
Not
to do
to
that with.
interrupt this train of thought.
Train of Thought is an entirely different YouTube channel. We cannot claim to be him.
Fork.
I appreciate you because Duck messed up so often with that earlier.
What is going on, you mother lovers?
He's face palming. He's face palming.
Seeing it right now.
I'm just streaming. Zach, how are you?
I know. I know you're streaming.
Thank-
I made sure before I made a mistake.
I am trying to finish up the last couple of missions in LEGO Star Wars because I still haven't finished this game, so... And then afterwards I've got afterwards I'm gonna probably have to go back and get the achievements and stuff.
My favorite Canadian steam engine, 694. The one that's underneath Lake Superior, because that was my first ever underwater train video. Got a soft spot for old 694 down there.
Bias! I am well aware.
So don't even begin to throw shade. If I wear black all the time, does that make me goth? I don't know. It depends. I don't really subscribe to cliques. I haven't done that since high school. I never fit in anywhere. I still don't really fit in. The only thing anybody calls me routinely, if you can call it a clique, and I don't, is edgelord. Because That's fair.
Yeah, there's not really like a group of edgelords.
We don't have there's no edgelord clubs. There's no underground, there's no subculture. It's just
I do like the idea of like a clandestine like a edgelord Illuminati like running everything from the shadows. Literally.
We control the society they live in.
Oh my god.
No, like that's why I don't like
It's just a bunch of millennials that really enjoyed Metal Gear Solid 2 a little too much.
Why? Shut up. I like that game. I
know. Okay. Man, if you were part of this group, so would I. I would also be part of this group.
Listen, no, we can't have a group. That defeats the point because I remember there's this chick I follow on TikTok and I occasionally watch her videos. She's super goth. She's also Canadian. She's so goth. She seems pretty chill, but her whole thing is that she always makes fun of like the gamer guys who want, goth girls. Because like people are interested in goth girls but don't want to participate in the goth subculture, which is a whole thing. Like there's clubs and like it's a whole community of people that are But my whole thing with that is like well I don't want a subculture. The whole point of me being the way I am is that I have embraced not fitting in. So why would I want like your description of any kind of group automatically dissuades me? I barely wanted a Discord server. Doug had to make it for me because I was bitterly opposed to the notion of such a thing because I hate party systems, I hate teams, this is getting real. This is about to get real talk, people, and I don't mean to upset anybody by my sad story. I have a lot of sad stories in my past, but the one major thing is that all throughout my existence, I never fit in anywhere. I was bullied relentlessly, and and it eventually dawned on me that if I was never going to fit in, then I would make sure that I was going to enjoy not fitting in. And thus, I talk about trains on YouTube. Now, but having any kind of subculture or stuff was like, well, you have, people, I don't like people. I don't like people. I barely tolerate you people. Like, not you in the stream. I love all of you. My friends, though. The people I have to talk to regularly. Like Ted. Ted, are you there?
And me.
Yeah, I'm.
He wasn't even paying attention. Do you see what I have to put up with?
I heard you. I just refused to respond. You said you're angry that you have to put up with me.
Zach, you're a good guy. Just shut up, man. Okay, it's.
I made you face palms so hard.
Anyway. My point is, would I consider myself goth, or alt, or whatever, or emo, or scene? The answer is no. I wear black, sometimes I put on black nail polish, like a real edgelord, but I don't subscribe to any kind of clique or whatever it is. That is the answer to that question.
What is the point in conforming to a group of centered around nonconformity?
See, that was the thing that was driving me crazy. Don't you want to be a part of the goth subculture? I'm like, isn't that defeating the point? Like, yeah, we're not conformists, but you're conforming to each other. I mean, but at the same time, if they're having fun, I don't care. let people enjoy things. That girl I was talking about loves the community. She loves, who she is. She's, that's great. Good for her. No issue with that. But I don't, and I'm sure she does get annoyed with all the gamer guys. Like I want goth, girl. And it's like, first of all, that's a meme for a reason. Second of all, like, you do also have to be, like, you can't just expect that. It's an oddly specific standard, is what I'm trying to say.
I have returned.
Hi, Kane. You probably left at a good time because I just had a massive flashbacky spiel about my life, and that wasn't good.
Oh. Are you okay now?
I'm good. Everything's great. How are you?
I'm alright. Just sitting back down. Hello, Zach. How are you?
Hello. I'm doing okay.
That's good to hear.
Oh, I forgot I had the kits and still steam diesel locomotive in here. That's not really a good choice for any line, but I almost want to put it on just for the funsies.
Go for it.
Oh, let's go replace one of my smaller freight routes just to see it.
Yeah.
Because even though I have the mod, I think that's like the one thing I didn't put when I was making the worst railroad ever because I forgot to enable that particular mod. Where is one of my freight lines? I have like 2 of them, so bear with me. I have to find it. There it is. There's one. You did not give me Vietnam flashbacks. I wasn't in Vietnam. You gave me grade school, middle school, high school flashbacks and other flashbacks that are way more triggering to people that may have also experienced a similar trauma that have nothing to do with that I won't get into. And now we're gonna stop talking about that, and I'm going to bring about the Kits and Steel Steam Diesel Hybrid, which has an interesting sound effect to it. And the model is fine. That's not the greatest model I've ever seen. Nice sound effect, though. They combine the steam and diesel sounds for it, so that's good. That's not really a great model, but there it is. Alright, we'll leave that be for now. What are you guys doing, by the way?
Right now.
No, tomorrow!
I already said I was finishing up the last couple of missions in LEGO Star Wars.
Zach?
I'm about to launch Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh, right, you were doing that. That makes sense.
And I have no idea what Kane's doing, but I guarantee you, whatever we think it is, it's not what it actually is.
What do you think I'm doing?
I was gonna say you're probably like playing some obscure game that I can't think of the name of because I've never heard of it before.
A good guess.
It is a fair guess.
I bet Klonoa.
Nah.
I heard that! So did the stream!
What?
Zach said a bad word in response.
Dang it!
I'm not playing any game. I'm looking into the idea of putting Linux on one of my
I almost started swearing more.
To be fair, Zach, I would have done the same thing if it weren't for the fact that we're on stream.
What is?
But yeah, I'm just looking into some Linux stuff on the side.
Why does that not surprise me?
I really want SteamOS 3 to be a thing.
We know, Kane.
Come on, Valve, do the awesome.
This is Valve we're talking about.
I mean, they're already doing pretty good. Like, the open source developers for Linux have already made a version of the newest SteamOS that runs on current hardware. I didn't know you were opening Steam on your PC right now.
No, I'm doing a mini game.
Yeah, and you opened a Valve.
Ugh.
I need to operate the wastewater pump. I'm in the sewers below Don Corneo's mansion.
Nice.
Why is it that immediately when you said that, my mind went to Mafia?
Well,
He is the Don of the slums.
yeah, I mean,
I
It's
guess
not
there you go.
inaccurate comparison.
Wall Market had a lot of differences from the original, but it was a really fun time. They at least kept the squatting minigame.
Excellent.
Squatting minigame?
How you can't have FF7 without the squatting minigame.
Yeah, the squatting is, just ask Addy. Oh shit, what?
Zach!
Zach!
Damn it.
Zach!
Yeah, and he's gone.
Tell him to come back in here.
Give me a second and I will.
It's not exactly easy for us to do this, you know.
Yeah, it's not exactly easy.
Oh my god. Hey, Kane.
What's up?
So, would you say overall that these Klonoa remasters, remakes, whatever they are,
Remasters.
were they worth the wait?
Yes.
No.
Because now people can actually play them. But I do not think that they are superior to their original versions in a lot of ways still.
Would you say that they would be fine for somebody like me who never played the originals?
Yes.
Alright. Good.
Trust me, the only reason that I have like as many issues as I do is that I can see exactly where they okay. It's not easy for any of us, Zach. It's okay.
How dare you leave? I missed you.
That's very sweet of you.
Oh my god. You okay, man?
Yeah, I'm just stretching again.
I know that feeling.
Ugh.
I will say another good thing about having the job I do now is that hopefully my back will start to, like, hurt less.
Yeah, hopefully.
No.
Collision with what?
With solid matter.
Apparently.
Yes.
Newton's third law, every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Shut up, Ted.
That is Newton's third law.
We're not talking about Newton.
Okay.
And Newton's fourth law is never make a snack with my name in it.
Wow.
Newton's fifth law is never walk its streets unprotected.
Uh-oh.
There's a neighborhood called Newton in
Yep.
South Surrey.
We don't talk about Fight Club.
Gosh, I think you broke one of the rules.
I know.
I don't know which one, but I feel like you broke one. Just a hunch, you know.
Are these guys weak to fire?
Okay, we got one airport down. Alright, so we got an airport all the way over here, so we need to go all the way over here to the furthest city away. And somewhere, I guess we could build it between Fairfield and Newport. They're so close they could actually share an airport. Now where is my trucker hat? For God's sake, we just finished patching that!
Aw, you can't fix what ain't broke. I love this Super Android 13 movie.
I like how one of the Sith troopers just said out loud, "Wait, they're supposed to be intimidated by the red. Why aren't they intimidated by the red?"
What are you playing?
Lego Star Wars.
Oh.
Like it totally fits with like the setting.
Hmm.
Cause yeah. It's Lego Star Wars.
Oh, that's a lot of turtlemen.
Turtleman.
Yeah, they're like turtle creatures with like tridents.
But men.
They're enemies from the original game.
But are they turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
No. That was still a terrible movie, by the way.
That's a movie.
I unironically love that movie so much.
It's
I
so
really
bad,
want to watch
dude.
What movie?
The Master of Disguise.
Oh.
I'm going to be a master of disguise. I'm going to be a master of disguise. I'm going to be
Cut
a
his
master
mic.
I know, right?
Cut his mic.
Oh, finally out of the sewers.
What, are you telling me you don't like sewer levels in video games?
No.
Because I was under the impression that they were like the hot new thing. Like every kid on the block is all about those sewer levels.
Hot? Probably true. New? Nah.
That is fair.
Not new. Not new at all.
I mean, haven't sewer levels been a thing in video games like...
They've been a thing in tabletop RPGs since the 70s, I would say.
Yeah.
It is far from new.
Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure there has to have been at least one Atari game.
I mean, maybe, but who's to say? Atari games are more pixeled than NES games. It's a bit hard to tell anything
That
going
is
on
fair, but I mean... yeah. No, you're right.
Brain graveyard.
Uh-oh. That's... not right! Okay.
You know what would be really cool?
What?
If in the train graveyard, you fought the ghost train from Final Fantasy VI.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Have Tifa suplex that train.
Yes!
Everyone seems to think the train graveyard is haunted.
By what? One of the old people who ran the train? No! By the train! What?
Itself.
Apparently we need to stay in the light, or we may never find our way home.
Oh, I forgot I still had the UFO mod enabled. We're just gonna ignore that for the moment.
By the way, I finished Gravity Falls, and it was so good.
Oh, you've never finished Gravity Falls before?
No, I didn't.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's a really good show.
It is. I'm so happy because, like, I didn't necessarily have proper access to Disney for the longest time, the actual channel itself, and I'm never good at keeping up with when episodes start. So I'm like, I'm gonna wait until I have the complete series on DVD.
You're very fortunate to watch it all in like one stint, because watching it as it came out was painful.
Those are cargo planes? I didn't know that. Okay, hold on, let me fix that.
So freaking good.
You would get like 4 episodes and then nothing for 6 months. There were so many hiatuses on that show.
Yeah, that's rough. But I will say, even as rough as that is, it's actually kind of nice to know, because it sounds like it sounds like the team actually got like a bit of a breather to do stuff in between productions. Like that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, God, it was so
what
good.
the heck are those? I do not remember these from the original.
These are airplanes.
I actually picked up the physical journal. I don't have it yet. I picked it up on Amazon because it was on sale for like $10. So I'm like, yes, please. I will buy Dipper's journal.
I actually got yelled at by a friend the other day for not having seen Gravity Falls yet.
I haven't.
Well, like, cause they were like,
I'm not apologizing either.
well, no, but because like,
How
her
dare you?
if it was the friend that I remember, her rationale was like, bro, you're a paranormal detective VTuber and you've never seen Gravity Falls. Like that's right up your alley.
To be fair, that is a very valid point.
It is a very valid point. Also, it's sweet that
You've never seen Gravity Falls. You gosh darn hooligans.
also
More like,
it's really
Fun.
sweet that she thinks that you're a paranormal detective VTuber when we all know you don't produce any content at the moment.
I literally just streamed myself playing a horror game last week.
Last week! Oh. I didn't even know you streamed though.
I did.
Well, good for you.
yeah. But yeah, it's a really good quality show. I'm very happy that my brother has the DVD collection because yeah, we sat together and just watched the whole series all the way through. That's what I've been doing for like the last week. Is I've just been binge watching with him Gravity Falls.
Yeah.
And before that, we watched Owl House, which is also really good.
I have Disney Plus, so maybe I could like.
You have Disney Plus? You totally should check out Gravity Falls. I actually think you would dig it.
All right.
Yeah,
It's a
if you have
really
Disney Plus, you really have no excuse.
Yeah.
If I had to kind of summarize Gravity Falls, it's in a weirdly similar way to how my brother described it to me when it first came out, and it's like if Silent Hill had a manual and was for kids in that supernatural town kind of scenario where it just does things weirdly.
Okay, you have my attention.
It's a very good show. Very, very good. Now the only one I have yet to watch is Amphibia. I really want to watch Amphibia. I want that to have a DVD release though, so I can do that.
One gil obtained.
One
Wow.
gill.
What a find.
I know.
Oh my god, stop the world! It's one kill!
Hey man.
That's a really
Hey man, I'll take a free $1. You know. You think I'm gonna complain if I find $1 or I'm given $1? Like it's still $1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's $1, but I don't know what it was doing in like a treasure chest.
And also, just as a side note for people in chat, due to the fact that some people haven't really seen Gravity Falls, I am trying to keep things rather vague and not spoil anything, because it is a very cool mystery show that I do think it gets better if you go in relatively blind, even not knowing some of the characters that are introduced later. But yeah, Gravity Falls is really good. Very, very good show.
Oh no. Oh no. I just unlocked the Sheehan Zeppelin. I think that's a terrible idea. Ooh, and the Alco HH600.
If I got Disney Plus, I think the first thing I would watch at this point now is Amphibia, and I'd probably rewatch American Dragon. Because at first I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch all the Star Wars movies. Oh right, I bought the Blu-rays. There goes that idea.
Materia! Oh, sweet, it's HP up.
Sick.
Sick! You get so much materia in this game.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of what's on Disney Plus. I'd have to actually look into it at some point and see, but there's not a ton I can think of that I know of that's on there. Like, as stated, Amphibia, American Dragon. I mean, maybe if Kim Possible is on there, I'd rewatch that. There's some other old Disney shows I used to watch. God.
Fillmore.
Huh?
Fillmore.
That chicken was dry. Real dry.
That show was awesome.
You know what show I'd love to watch just for the sheer nostalgia of it? I never watched very much of it, but it was such a goofy concept. Hill of the Future. Because that one is probably one of the cheesiest sitcoms that I remember. It was very strange.
See, it's funny because he's from the future, but he's living in the present. Cue hilarious misunderstandings.
Meet a boy named Phil and his family on vacation from the 22nd century. Yes, I know the theme song, because it's one of the few things that absolutely stuck in my head about it. Disney does good openings, that's for certain.
That's a lot of ghost graffiti.
Oh my god. I unlocked a lot of characters.
Nice.
Oh, Traveler's Tales, I love you so much.
I feel like I know a game that I've played of theirs. Let me see what they've made.
They made all the Lego games.
I don't play those.
They're really good.
So let's see here.
Ghosts.
Is that really it? There's no way. I mean, I guess technically they made Toy Story 2.
It's a ghost boy. Aerith can talk to ghosts, apparently. Oh. Hostile ghosts. Right, time to assess this ghost.
What in the who how now?
Weak to fire.
Worst show I've ever seen? I don't know, man. I don't watch a lot of shows. Trying to think of a bad show I've seen. I'm actually having trouble literally drawing a blank. I'm like, have I even watched any bad shows? I mean, if I choose to watch something, it's usually... I mean, there's... Would it be cheap of me to say some reality TV shows? Like...
No.
Really anything on VH1. To be honest, or modern day MTV, or TLC. Which all that's pretty bad. As far as I'm concerned, it's all drama fueled garbage.
Hecking ghosts.
Yeah, I mean, there was a time when MTV was good, but it's just evolved into...
In the 80s?
90s, too.
Yeah, you're right. The 90s was okay.
Also, I think MTV was founded in the 90s. Wasn't it even a thing in the 80s?
No, I'm pretty sure it was a thing in the 80s.
Oh, I'm gonna check this. MTV created. You're right, 81.
Okay.
Trying to think of, like, the worst show I've ever seen? I don't know.
Yeah, like that's...
Yeah, because I explicitly remember Ferris Bueller watching MTV on his TV, and that's an 86 movie.
Well, obviously Ferris Bueller predicted the future. Duh.
That's it.
Oh
I mean, there is the
yeah,
Dragon's
that was
Dogma anime,
honestly
which is
that
pretty
was the first show that was a true sign of what was to come. That horrible MTV dating show.
What was it called?
Next.
Next? What?
Next. N-E-X-T. Next.
I heard you, but I've never heard of that show. What is that?
Good. Do you really want me to explain it to you?
Yes, I do.
I don't think you do, but okay. So basically, there's one person who's looking to date somebody, and there are 5 other people also looking to date somebody. They come out one at a time, and they go on a date, and as soon as the one person says next, the date is over, and they move on to the next person. That literally is the whole show.
It sounds really shallow and stupid.
It is! really shallow and stupid.
And like, keep in mind, like, I'm not a person who uses the word shallow very much. Like, what were they thinking?
It was very successful.
I guess it must have been.
I have a worst show, by the way. I have that now.
Honey Boo
Lord
Boo.
Kane. Oh, that don't. Oh.
I mean, that's pretty bad. And
But go ahead, Kane.
arguably much worse
Dance
than what I'm about to
moms.
say. X-Play.
Ah! Yeah, X-Play's trash. I've said that for years.
The worst, like, are we, like, worst show I've ever seen personally? Like, not just through, like a YouTube review or something like that?
Yeah, personally.
Oh,
It has to
God.
be something that you've watched. Because, like, I
Yeah,
watched X-Play, and that's just the worst.
We gotta
I
pimp
would-
your ride.
I would,
God. Yeah, no, that's once
I would,
Josh mentioned Honey Boo Boo, that just
I would,
opened a floodgate of repressed memories of watching Dance Moms. And oh my god, that show is horrendous.
I haven't seen too
Trading
many...
spouses.
Oh my god. Okay, can I say?
Oh man.
Can I
Super
say?
I'm a
Nanny.
holy warrior!
Go ahead, Ted.
Anyway, I haven't seen like too many episodes of like really bad reality television shows, but if I had to pick like off my head the worst show I've ever seen, like just purely based on like how much I despised it based on the first few episodes thing, I'd probably have to go with Planet Sheen.
What's Planet Sheen?
Planet Sheen was a spin-off show to The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, which is which is a fantastic cartoon.
I
by the
didn't
way.
know that Sheen got a spin-off.
Yes, it
Neither did I.
The whole idea of the show was that it starred Sheen, and it was only Sheen, and he takes a rocket from Jimmy's lab, and like an idiot, he blasts himself off to a planet like a million like light years away or something like that, and needs to get home. Problem is that show is the exact reason, like that is like the textbook example of why you do not put the comedy relief character in the spotlight, because every episode was the most annoying thing to sit through ever.
I
Yeah.
never even liked Sheen that much. Sheen was a one-note character.
Well, Sheen was
Hi, I'm
his
Sheen,
only
and
joke-
I'm really
his only
stupid.
joke was that his only joke is that he really liked that one action figure.
Ultralord.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. Like, again, like he's such a one-note character that when you, when you put him into the spotlight, it just shows, like, they didn't have a clue of what to do with Sheen when they were making the whole
Rugrats
show
All
with it.
Grown Up was really bad too.
Oh
At least,
yeah.
well, I will say that, but because I never really watched Rugrats or All Grown Up, but like what I will say about those shows in particular is like, at the very least, when it comes to Rugrats and All Grown Up, like they did keep every single character from the main show for the most part, anyway. At least with
I
the
mean,
kids.
yeah,
you
but
know?
the problem is the whole charm of Rugrats was seeing babies misunderstand stuff and go on
Yeah.
imaginary adventures.
Yeah.
You know, and it was cute. It was funny. It was a good show. I liked it a lot as a kid.
It was a really fun show.
But
Yeah,
All
watched
Grown
a lot
Up
of
is
Rugrats
literally
as a
just a
kid.
cartoon teenage drama. That's all it is, because it's all they had to work with. Because they're teenagers now. They can't misunderstand stuff anymore. They're teenagers. Like,
I will also say, now that I think about it, another really bad show that I watched, and funny enough, it's also a cartoon. My mom one night decided to just like browse the
What
adult
show?
animation section. It's a show called Mr. Pickles.
okay.
And the entire premise is, oh look, it's a cute looking dog. The dog does really messed up things. And there's a lot of violence. And that's literally it.
It's the kind of cartoon that I imagine when like edgy adults are like, cartoons are for too much for kids. They need to be hardcore and darker.
Tim,
That's the kind of cartoon
Tim
I
and Eric's
talk
show on
about.
Adult Swim was literally the worst thing I've ever watched in my life.
Oh my god.
There are some. Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, but that's it. That's like intentionally bad.
I
wait,
get
wait,
that, but man.
Wait, Tim and Eric is in Eric Andre?
No.
Oh my
okay.
god. Get out of here, Zoomer. You know nothing.
I don't know what the Tim and Eric show is.
That's okay. That's what the free real estate meme is from.
Oh, that's what. Oh, okay. Let me Google this real quick because I've actually never heard of this show before.
All of their projects are like really,
really
dumb.
The Tim and Eric awesome show, great job. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
John C. Reilly was involved with it.
Yep.
Zach Galifianakis. These are talented people. I will say, like, I haven't seen... Okay, so... I will say there's also one... there's a reality show that my mom watches all the time called Below Deck. Which is like a reality show set on cruise liners. And it's really bad.
Jack and Cody did it better.
Well, no. I'm talking about like it's like take like the premise of something like Hell's Kitchen or like or something like that and put that on a cruise liner, and that's essentially what you've got.
Huh.
And
I
it's
remember that show.
And it's really bad. It's entertaining, but it's bad.
There was one I was just thinking of, and now I forget what it was, and it's going to drive me crazy till I remember it. It was back when we were still discussing TLC and reality shows. Well, I could literally name any of those and it'd be bad.
Yeah. Hasn't A&E had some questionable shows over the year too?
Ah, thank you! It wasn't an A&E show, but now I remember. Okay, this is relevant because I've actually complained about them on Prehistory in the Dark. There was a whole video I did doing nothing but complaining about them. The worst show on TV. Ancient Aliens.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's nothing but full of hot. It's nothing. It's on the History Channel, and it's full of nothing but vile and odious lies.
It
It's
is
all bullshit.
Zach.
So, oh my goodness.
You know what? No, I'm gonna give him a pass. It is total bullshit.
Is that where the meme came from with like the guy with the weird
Yes.
hair?
Yeah,
Like,
that's like the main guy.
okay, because I was gonna say like I've never seen that
The whole show is ridiculous. There was another show. It was honestly, it was a really bad show, but at least it was funny.
Yeah, the people who made that show watched way too much Stargate.
But I forget what it's called. It was one of the Bigfoot shows. Because there had to be a dozen of those, of course. You know, chasing something.
monsters.
Huh?
Why was there never
Mountain monsters.
Why was there never a Mothman show?
I don't know. Mountain monsters. Okay. Now Ted, if that might be it, because it sounds right. But was the cast nothing but like clearly moonshiners?
Yes, it was all a bunch of I'm trying.
Did you see Bigfoot? Oh, I saw him out there. I didn't get a good look at him, but I'm pretty sure that was Bigfoot. Was that the whole show?
Yeah. Yes, and like every single like video of said monster was like the most staged garbage ever. And they had like those two dudes who built traps and they never trapped anything.
Yeah.
Because if they did, then yeah.
Yeah. No. It was ridiculous. It was a really bad show, but man, was that show really funny. Like,
it was funny, but My dad and I used to watch that show all the time, and we would laugh at it because of how ridiculous.
No, my dad loved it too. I would sit there and be like, "This is ridiculous," and he's like, "Don't you see that they're gonna find Bigfoot, even though they've never done it once?"
I think the one thing they ever caught was like a really big pig.
Sounds about right.
Like that was like the one thing they ever caught in any of their like
Sounds about right.
ridiculous.
That really does sound about right.
I will say though, they had like an awesome theme song. It was like I think this is called like Mountain Man Town or whatever. Like it was, you know, like heading down where the mountain man lives.
That's it.
Yeah,
I remember it. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that show was so bad, but you know, at least
It was so
in its
entertaining.
own way, it was self-aware. So I
Yeah.
didn't feel like it was like, okay, yeah, they were pretending to find to find something that doesn't exist. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But at least there, like, the cast was such a joke that if you did take it seriously, there's no saving you anyway. My problem with you know, compare that to Ancient Aliens. Ancient Aliens presents itself as
Totally seriously.
legitimate science, and it isn't, because anything they say can be easily disproven with a plethora of other legitimate, actual scientific findings. But they're just like, no, aliens killed the dinosaurs because carbon dating doesn't work. And, okay, you know what? You're right. Carbon dating doesn't work for paleontology past a certain point. That's why paleontologists don't use carbon dating!
Aliens are attacking. I'm sorry.
That's right! That's right, Teddy!
I had to bring that
Don't
up.
you realize that it's the aliens? They're here!
Because I was.
And like, you know, I get on History Channel, but even the Discovery Channel's guilty of doing the same crap. It's all sensational. Like the Discovery Channel aired that fake documentary about finding Megalodon. I watched that when it aired, and like it looked real. It wasn't.
Don't you believe they're gonna find Megalodon, Josh?
Possibly some more fossils.
It's a megalodon. For as much as that movie was ridiculous, I did love it. I also didn't know it was based off of a book.
Listen, guys, I've just gotta say, alright,
Mm-hmm.
that there is only one possible way that after all of this time...
Anyway, you guys want to watch some more Pawn Stars?
I'm Rick Harris, and this is my pawn shop.
that there's only one answer to continue the Mega Man franchise after Battle Network. Aliens.
No.
They already went there.
Yeah, I know.
They've gone there multiple times.
To be fair as well, like I actually really do enjoy Pawn Stars.
I will give.
You've got heckin' Duo and his evil counterpart from Mega Man 8. You've got the Ephemians and Aemians, or whatever the heck they're called in Star Wars. They've gone aliens. There's the Star Droids. How did I forget the Star Droids?
Okay,
They've gone aliens multiple times.
Zach, you are correct, but Star Force is the first one.
Dr. Wily changes into an alien in Mega Man 2.
That was a trick, though.
It was a hologram, I know.
I'm Dr. Riley, and this is my pawn shop.
No, Dr. Wily doesn't talk like that. That's how Dr. Light talks.
Oh, I'm Dr. Light, and this is my pawn shop.
There you go.
You are correct, Zach. You are absolutely correct. Star Force was the first one where they were the main primary focus for the cast. Like, Mega Man 8 happened and Duo was a big part of it, but that was it. And then Duo? Let's just say that Duo's origins are a bit ambiguous as to where he came from.
And
Not from Earth, Kane!
No. I'm sorry for laughing randomly, but it's just... I just thought of a random plot for, like, a Mega Man game where, like, after Dr. Light thinks that everything's, like, calmed down, he, like, sells a bunch of his old robots at a pawn shop, and it turns out the pawn shop is a front by Dr. Wily or something like that. And after that thought went in my head, I can't stop laughing now.
It's just ran by another, like, Wily in disguise.
Yeah.
And his disguise is the alien hologram.
Yes.
And also,
somebody needs to make a fan animation out of that, please. I beg of you.
So, I was gonna say, at least in like, you say you like Pawn Stars, great. At least in Pawn Stars' case, like, when it comes to the objects that are being pawned, they do go over the history of them. So
Yeah.
that can be kind of interesting. It's all staged, but at least they're addressing it's no different. It's a no different, basic concept than American Pickers. Because, like obviously that's not a pawn shop, but American Pickers goes in, finds old stuff, and is like, this is where this came from, this is when it was created, da 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 da, and that can be kind of interesting for people. So I have no issue with any of what you just said. I have an issue with Ancient Aliens by being made of lies.
Yeah, that'll do it.
God, the ghosts are all combining into a super ghost! It's a poltergeist! Oh god, this thing actually looks really creepy.
A poltergeist?
It's a no, I just called it that.
Okay.
It's a poltergeist!
This is... Oh my god, why?
Cloud just said, I don't have time for your SH word.
So...
He said a no-no word.
Aerith also says that the second, when you're escaping from the church.
Aerith is a sweet, adorable flower. She's not allowed to say bad words.
No, she's a spunky manic pixie dream girl.
So, I hate to interrupt this again, but
I have never watched Top Gear.
So,
I've seen a little bit of Top Gear. It can be pretty funny.
I've heard it's good, but it's like my problem. This is also the issue I have with doing a top 5 list. People are like, do top 5 worst cars, and I'm like, I am so not a car guy though, and I know that. Like, I can do basic maintenance on my car. I can change the oil, I can change the brakes, I can, I know about cars, but to call myself a car guy would be kind of a lie. I'm definitely not into cars as much as I am into everything else I've talked about.
So, the first official poster for that Winnie the Pooh horror movie has officially been released.
The game, it's actually called a ghoul. The game calls it a ghoul.
That's fair.
So they're ripping off Fallout now. I'm kidding. I am so kidding.
Yes, because those games invented that term.
Please, Final Fantasy fans, don't tear me apart for that. I guarantee you that this movie is just being made 100% as a joke.
We know that. Everyone knows that. There's not a soul alive that isn't aware that movie's being made as a joke. Are you kidding me? Who doesn't acknowledge that that's not being made? Like, really? You think that was ever under question?
Oh no. It's just... Why, man? I get it, but why? Oh. Hey, Kane.
Huh?
I found an article from somewhere, that was talking about the recent thing with, So, did you hear about what was happening recently with the Assassin's Creed Liberation HD being removed from people's Steam libraries thing?
Yeah, I know about that.
So, I found a person's article.
Zach! Zach!
What?
Hi, Necomaster YouTube. How you doing, guy? He's from Ontario, Canada. You have a fellow
Whoa.
Canadian.
Oh my
Whoa,
God.
someone from the, like, opposite... It's not even really a coast.
Oh my Lord.
But, like,
It's like when
So-
someone tells me they're from California.
opposite butt end of the country.
So I found an...
How's things going over there, bud?
I found an article by a dude named Alex Donaldson, and when I read the title of this article, I swear to God I thought it was you who wrote it, Kane. The title of the article is, "If publishers want to delist old games, that's fine, so long as they accept abandonware status."
That does sound like something Kane would say, and right.
Yep. Yeah.
Publishers should avoid being litigious towards those who continue to distribute the games they delist.
To Mia, and it's probably considered non-canon in that instance. The only piece of media that has information on Duo's actual origin is
Dang it.
Stream.
Oh.
Stream.
You stop dying.
But I will say that, at least in the anime, Duo is actually not alien in origin.
Hmm?
Duo is not alien in origin in the anime.
Are you talking about Battle Network?
Yes.
I thought we were talking about Mega Man
okay.
8.
Well, in Mega Man 8, he's definitely alien.
Right,
But
that's what
in
we were
this-
talking about. That's what I was on that, and when you said he's not, I'm like, I'm pretty sure he is in a. I don't think that's a question. Literally fell out of space.
I thought Zach I thought Zach mentioned Battle Network Duo, which is why I'm talking about Battle Network Duo.
No, I said
Okay, my bad.
because I said Duo and his evil counterpart.
Yeah.
Because there's an evil robot version of him that he's fighting at the end of the
the
game.
evil energy.
That's where the evil energy comes from.
Yeah.
Hey, Kane, I just came up with a fan theory just all of a sudden. So, you remember how Dr. Light was looking at Duo and had no idea what the heck he was looking at?
Yeah.
What if Dr. Light used some of the knowledge he gained from fixing Duo to make X?
Ooh, interesting idea.
It makes sense.
This video, and without even looking at it, I am looking at the thumbnail and I am terrified.
Good. There.
Man-eating lions!
Yeah. They were really hungry.
Out of curiosity, what lions aren't man-eating?
Lions don't usually.
Oh, finally staggered him.
Lions don't usually eat food.
Is fair.
Like, they're capable of it, but we're not their regular prey, food source. In this instance, though, they did decide.
Oh, goodness, it grew ahead. Creepy boss.
that completely derailed anything we were talking.
It did.
Also, Mega Man.
Am I allowed to make a joke about that, by the way?
No.
I don't know. You might want to think ahead. Oh, I know.
Why? Every time.
Yes.
You know, there's a weird part of me that, like, wants to know, like, what part of the human brain likes to just immediately jump in and make jokes like that.
I don't know. Also, I really like Slur because now I'm on a research kick.
Well, you better not be saying any slurs.
Nope. Is there a good picture of Slur?
But by the way, Kane.
Stop.
Do I like to go to train museums? Of course I do. Love going to train museums.
If you had to choose a Mega Man series to get its own, like, I guess animated spin-off, like a full, like, anime-style animated spin-off.
I would recommend the Archie comics, honestly.
Okay.
Like, they don't really have, like, it doesn't really have a great ending, because it kind of just ends suddenly, but, what they do adapt is, like, really great.
I haven't read them.
It's only 55 issues, and they cover basically, like, the first 3 games and Super Adventure Rockman, which is a weird spin-off game. And there's also some great crossovers with Sonic the Hedgehog that are I love the Sonic crossover. It's really good.
Yeah. But I think if I had to pick any of them to get like a proper anime, it would be I don't know. Because, like, everything that I really, really like about Mega Man generally has some kind of adaptation to it already.
Gonna say, because MT Warrior already did that.
Yeah, Battle Network literally has 5 seasons of anime. And a movie. And a movie! Like,
How about like something that hasn't been done yet is mainly what I meant.
Oh, that's the problem. Like, everything's already been done. Like, the only thing I could think of is maybe either X or ZX?
Yeah, X hasn't.
No.
Or Zero.
Zero. I'm gonna go with Zero. I think Zero needs an anime adaptation because
Or Legends. Legends could really do.
Legends requires an ending for that!
Yeah.
Oh god. Hey, speaking of Sonic, by the way, too hard.
Whoa.
That is like, excuse me.
Woof.
I was gonna say that's like the Pokemon name.
Is that canon in the comics?
It's apparently it is.
That's depressing.
No, that looks like...
That has to be a fan in it.
What is it?
It's a panel from Sonic X, and it's this old. It's
it's Chris's grandfather saying, Tails, you're like the grandson I always wanted. And Tails is like, he's right next to us, you know. And grandfather's like, I know.
That has to be yeah, they wouldn't have put that in the actual show.
No way.
It was a comic panel.
It's a comic panel.
That's probably a fan comic. Do you know how many Sonic fan comics there are?
That is true.
Because I promise you, there's a lot.
I still laugh hardcore at myself for this because I've always compared Chris to Sora from Kingdom Hearts. To be fair, that was when I was like 10.
He does look like him.
Yeah. I'm just like, oh hey, it's young Sora. Oh, right. There it is. That's just the best image I can find right now. So, we're gonna use it! I just think that slur looks really freaking neat.
Yeah, the Archie comic. Well, the Archie comics never really got a conclusion because it was just an ongoing comic. But then Sega, it wasn't even Sega's fault. The one dude, I forget his name.
Penders.
He decided that he owned all the characters that were created for the Archie comics, even though they were in the Sonic universe. And it's been, yeah.
I'm gonna be completely honest and just say that, like, I literally still to this day don't have any idea what Archie is supposed to be about.
It's about Archie.
Just a kid named Archie?
Yeah, that's literally it.
That's
the whole show.
Apparently a lot of crossovers.
Yeah, but it was very successful, so, you know.
That makes sense. I mean, hey, if the thing works, it works.
Recognize that in a pool of eternal superheroes and copies of superheroes and supervillains and, you know, all that, Archie kind of stood out by being normal.
Just a kid?
Yeah. Like, it was, you know, it's not like he had interesting, he had interesting stories, and the big part of Archie, unlike the superheroes were fun to read about because they're superheroes. Yeah. We like superheroes. Archie, especially at the time when he was when those comics were first launched, he was relatable. Because
also it's very simple.
Yeah.
It's a very simple story. It's like this everyman kid and
dealing with normal high school kid problems.
Yeah, and he's got two girls and it's just constantly like, which one will he get with?
And you have to remember that, like, when Archie first appeared, there weren't TV dramas because there wasn't TV.
Yeah.
Like, you know, soap operas and things like that, or even, you know, regular high school, you know, Dawson's Creek, you know, Vampire Diaries, whatever they're doing now. I don't even care. You know, that kind of stuff wasn't a thing because there wasn't any TV. Archie was the first thing to kind of do something like that in a visual medium. Oh god, Sugar Sugar by the Archies. I only remember the rap one from the terrible Archie movie.
The live action one?
Yeah! Sugar. Oh, honey, honey.
The only one I remember right offhand was, I feel like there was a version of that in B-Movie, if memory serves.
Yeah, Archie's done a lot of things. He also crossed over with the Punisher.
And the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Wait, hold on. Stop. Frank Castle? Really?
Yeah.
And Predator.
Yep.
I own a copy of Archie v Predator.
Oh my god.
Hey, I can't speak for the Predator one, but I will tell you, Emma reviewed Archie Meets the Punisher, and he said the comic was actually really good.
I don't doubt it is. It's just like, it's the aspect of putting a high school kid up with a dude whose whole backstory is his family was killed and now he kills everybody.
It's been going on for.
Archie, you also have to remember, Archie handles a lot of real topics that affect real people, and sometimes it does get dark, no matter how bright and colorful it seems. Have you ever seen the Archie Netflix show? That show's nuts!
No. I've talked about how Riverdale went off the rails.
Yeah!
But like, I posted all of those updates by Super iPad Wolf. There was also Archie's Weird Mysteries in the late 90s, early 2000s. That was an animated kids show where he took on like classic movie monster plots.
Like Godzilla and stuff?
No, classic movie
more
monster.
like
vampire,
like
werewolf,
the
mummy.
werewolves,
mummy.
the blobs, aliens, that sort of stuff.
The Mummy, was there one about that?
I'm pretty sure there was.
God, now I'm reminded of the Mummy, the animated series.
Hey, that cartoon was actually alright!
Yeah, I completely forgot about it until just now, and I'm like, wow.
Mummy's alive?
It was kind of the last bastion of, let's make a kid's show out of a movie that kids shouldn't be watching.
Like RoboCop or Toxic Avenger?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Or wasn't there like a Beetlejuice cartoon as well?
The Beetlejuice cartoon was actually awesome. I loved that show. There was that. There was a Rambo TV show.
What?
Oh God, was there?
Yeah, there was.
Was there okay, no.
It was a Rambo cartoon. Look it up. I promise you it's real.
No. You have gotta be. You've gotta be.
Yeah, I'm looking this up.
Rambo cartoon. Oh my god, they're actually.
I know, I wasn't making it up.
Yeah, you were. You just made this right now. You just willed this into
you time traveled back to September 15th, 1986 and remade the oh my
Rambo, the Force of Freedom.
That's right.
God. Oh God.
Rambo Up in Arms. Rambo Savage. That's an acronym. Island. I sincerely...
Kane, are you okay over there, by the way?
I'm fine. I'm just like, that is the most 90s name I've ever heard in my life. That is ridiculous.
I know if memory
actually
serves...
1986, but...
You know
there was also an MC Hammer cartoon.
Yeah.
Why?
Because there could be. There's also a little horse cartoon.
She's actually drawn like Sylvester Stallone too.
Oh yeah. The Hulk Hogan cartoon.
Colonel Troutman's there.
Yeah, Colonel Troutman.
Glad you got over your PTSD, Rambo. Let's go save America.
To be fair,
I actually really want to watch this.
I don't, because I can tell right offhand I'm probably not going to like it.
Honestly, even if the show wasn't completely missing the point of Rambo, it still would be a really bad show. It's pretty much just G.I. Joe, but Rambo, and not as good as G.I. Joe.
And knowing is half the battle. So if that's the catch.
Show out now, people would complain.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, they put out a movie last year.
No, they put out a Snake Eyes movie last year. That's
still G.I. Joe.
No. That's specifically just Snake Eyes.
No.
Okay,
no, it's
I'll be
still
real with you.
G.I. Joe movie.
I liked the first G.I. Joe movie, but the second movie's terrible.
Oh, The Rise of Cobra?
Yeah.
The only thing I liked about Rise of Cobra was Cobra Commander, who doesn't say a word, but he doesn't have to. Because he's just so cool.
Wasn't there also a,
Yeah, that was the worst part of the first movie, but the first movie made up for it with everybody else.
I mean, also the fact that in the case of Snake Eyes, from what I've heard nothing but bad things about that movie.
I watched it and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, like especially like coming from my dad, because he was probably the most hyped out of anybody I've ever seen to go see that movie, because he's a gigantic fan of Snake Eyes, and I saw him and I was like,
it was an okay ninja action B movie.
Well, because like I talked to him afterwards. I'm like, well, what did you think about it? And he was like, yeah, that sucked. No other words. That was literally all he said.
No! Someone didn't like Snake Eyes! Kick his ass!
Hey!
I know. I know what I did.
No, don't take his coat.
I mean, I will also say that, like, I've never been a particularly big G.I. Joe fan myself. Every time I've tried to watch, like, anything related to G.I. Joe, it's just been the same result, which is that I end up not really, like, hating
I
it,
actually,
but also not really
time, I think.
I thoroughly enjoyed the cartoon myself. Out of every cartoon of that era, I don't really like the old Ninja Turtles cartoon. I don't really like, you know, the Ghostbusters cartoon, but I like G.I. Joe.
Oh, you don't like the real Ghostbusters?
Not really. But I don't like Ghostbusters in general, then
that point.
So it's already not. Yeah, it's not really. It's just not for me. Which is fine. I'm not gonna like diss it or anything. It's a good show, but it's not for me. But G.I. Joe is more up my alley because of the way I was brought up.
Makes sense.
What about Transformers?
More than meets the eye.
The only original Transformers show, I think I was telling Kane about this. The only old school Transformers show I like, and it's for all the wrong reasons, is Headmasters.
You the absolute
heretic.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm not done yet. Headmasters, the English dub specifically.
What?
Do you not know?
Is there a difference?
There's a major difference.
No, I'm not aware.
Alright, so Headmasters didn't actually get an official dub into English as far as America is concerned. It did get a dub into English for their Hong Kong audience, though.
Oh no.
Dude, it is so freaking funny.
Is this like some the return of Captain Alex stuff?
It's bad. It's really bad. But man, oh my god, I have never. It's so the show itself is actually kind of so bad it's funny, but with that dub, it's just golden. It's full tilt the room levels.
Everybody betrayed me. I'm fed up with this world.
Yeah, it's great. It's so bad it's good. It really is, and that's why I love it. But not because of its quality. In terms of its quality, it's garbage. But it's so entertaining. I've never been a big Transformers person, at all. The shows I watched, as a kid. Honestly, I mostly watched Nickelodeon. I like G.I. Joe. I didn't really catch G.I. Joe on TV that often. So, you know, a lot of those kind of shows I kind of missed out on when I was younger. And, like, I occasionally would watch stuff like, you know, when Cartoon Network came around, I mean, there was Thundercats. I didn't really like Thundercats, but I like Silverhawks a lot. Which is like Thundercats, but in space! And my girlfriend's calling me. Give me a second.
I was about to say.
Hello?
I heard a phone.
Oh, okay. I'm streaming. I can't leave right now. I'm just kidding. Did you think I was serious? My goodness. No, I... Just messing with you. I'll be over there in 10, alright? I'm gonna get there as soon as possible. I'm leaving right now. Oh my god. Love you. Bye. She didn't think my joke was very funny.
I can only assume why.